Oh, I'm Taylor.
Yeah. Hello, Taylor. Nice to see you. So you're doing your online personal training with me in November, like the whole November now. So maybe you want to, introduce yourself and tell us how you started with the online personal.
Yep. I am Taylor. I'm a developer, but I work out whenever I can. And I started doing the online training because I used to go to CrossFit in person, and then life got really busy right before Corona anyway. So I wasn't sure I could keep doing that anymore, but I still need to work out. So the online program works pretty well for me because I don't have to, there's no travel time, and I can do it with all this equipment that I have at home. And I don't actually have that much. So that's why I started to do it, and it's still working. So I honestly didn't know what to expect because it kind of just ended up happening, and I was still a member. I was like, okay, I'll do this. And I thought maybe it wouldn't be as good, but I actually saw more results because I was working out 4 or 5 times a week instead of 2, which was what my membership was. And I also didn't think I could do it with mostly body weight and 1 pull-up bar, but I ended up achieving my goals with just that equipment in a couple months. So that was, yes, not what I expected. It was expectation exceeding.
Cool.
I know that I know it's possible, so I definitely make the time. I think in the beginning it was a little hard for me to give a schedule to myself, but if you can do that, you just give yourself the the assurance that every day you are going to work out at some time. That's all you really need because it's been working really well. So I still just have my pull-up bar and a couple heavy objects, but not that much. I have a keyboard that I do overhead lunges with, and that's it. And it works, it seems to work pretty well. And there's a lot of different things you can do at home that I didn't realize. So I'm still being surprised by that. Mostly it's the fact that the training works, like I can still do it. And that's something that works for me is the fact that if I just give this to myself, it doesn't work very well. But if I know that you're going to check and see that I completed my workout pretty much every day, then I actually am really motivated to do it. That and the fact that I can actually do like handstand practice in my home. I didn't think I had space for this, but I do. So it's cool. Far, I can sort of pretty much do a kipping pull-up, and before this year I could not. In the first lockdown, I learned how to do that, and then after I took some time because I don't know life, but now I'm back into it, and after a month I can do it again. So that's pretty good. And I can do 10 unbroken push-ups, and I used to only be able to do maybe 1 or 2 from my knees. Now I can do them not from my knees. So.
Yeah.
I mean, the main goal is always, well, it's now just moving more because there's nowhere to go. I don't go to work, so I'm stuck inside. So the goal is to move, but also to continue to build muscles and get in shape and sort of lose weight if possible. And it's possible indoors. That is great. I used to think I had to definitely go somewhere else and do a whole bunch of things, but no. And I actually end up saving time just doing this at home. You just have to make sure you do it.
Mm.
You're checking my schedule on the True Coach thing, so I know if I don't do it, then I'm in trouble. So I do it, and I have a setup at home that's pretty nice. That makes space for it, like my mat and my pull-up bar in the kitchen, and I just have it always pretty much in front of me, and that means that I'm going to know to do it, and then I go and do it. Like I just have to make sure I give myself reminders, but after that, it's just a matter of doing it. I usually let the training happen whenever there's time for it to happen, actually, because I'm not very scheduled otherwise. So I just do whenever it works. And sometimes that's like the very last thing in the day, but I make sure it happens. And then sometimes I know I have a very full day, I do it in the morning when I wake up. But since it's usually an hour or less, then I know I can fit it in somewhere. Because it actually saves you a lot of time and it works and you can do it at home. Like if you can do it and there's not a lot of barriers, like you don't have to go anywhere, um, or even get dressed, like if you don't want to. And you don't need much stuff. Like you don't have to drag a huge box or a bunch of dumbbells. Like find your heaviest things and a sturdy coffee table, and you can do step ups and overhead lunges. Like it's possible to do stuff at home, and it's simple. So if this isn't the easiest it's ever gonna be, I don't know how much easier to make it. Like just do it with the stuff you have at home, and you'll see results at some point, as long as you just keep doing it.
So thank you, Taylor. Perfect.
No problem.
Thank you.